Hello, this is Dinoxels, and today we will be reviewing the Safari Ltd. Shringasaurus. When the initial picture of all the Safari Ltd. 2020 lineup was revealed by Dan's Dinosaurs, well, it was more leaked, which is kind of a bad thing. I was really excited for this figure. I thought it was really neat to have this sort of species choice. But everyone didn't really seem excited with this figure. Everyone jumped to the Ichthyosaurus like, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing, even though it's kind of overrated. While this figure has its issues, I think it's pretty good. If we start off with the head, we get to a main focus point of most of the Safari Ltd. 2020 lineup. Most of them have their mouths closed, and the ones that have the mouth open look kind of weird. But I feel like this figure, it works with a closed jaw, unlike like a cavity or Dilophosaurus. I think it really does work. It looks a little cartoonish from some angles, like this little line right here. It isn't really bad on this side, but over here it's kind of showing. It looks pretty awkward. But overall, I think it works. There is minimal asymmetry here, which is quite nice. And the horns are nicely sculpted for what they are. The paint on the horns feels a little lacking, especially this little gray smudge right here. They could have done this better, honestly. Moving down the head into the neck, we can see some beautiful scalation going on. It's a little muddled, but it's nothing too noticeable. Also, for this figure to be accurate, the neck should definitely be longer. We have this nice pattern here of stripes and spots kind of going down the entire body, and it really does look quite nice. Another accuracy issue is that the front of the body is a little too slim. The arms are nicely sculpted and painted. The claws are very well done with this nice black color. Moving up into the main body, we can see the shoulder blade protruding right here. It's something you don't see a lot in Safari figures, and I think it's done very well right here. Moving down the body, we can see some okay scalation. It's still a little muddled right here, as you can see, but it's nothing terrible. The underside of the figure is painted in this nice off-white color. The back legs look just as good as the front legs, with some really nicely painted toes. The paint mixing on the back legs is a little questionable. As you see right here, there's this little off-white color coming through the brown, and it looks a little weird, but overall they look pretty good. The tail is where things get a bit weird. It starts off skinny, but then gets bulky, and then goes back to being skinny again. It comes off a little weirdly if you look up close and you rub your fingers across it, but isn't too noticeable. In reality, Shringasaurus had a much thicker tail, with it sort of getting slim right here. Starting off with the measurements, this figure measures about 6 inches long and about 2.5 inches high, while in centimeters this figure measures 14 centimeters long and about 6 centimeters high. Starting off with size comparisons, here's the Safari Ltd. Allosaurus, the Safari Ltd. Parasaurolophus, the recent released Safari Ltd. Edmontosaurus, there you go, and the Safari Ltd. Tylosaurus. While this figure isn't perfect in scientific accuracy, it's pretty good for what it is, and I definitely recommend it, even though if the mouth looks a little off. But hey, I think it's a good figure. This is Dinoxels, signing out.